Martin Scorsese seems to have more energy than me, and he's 81 years old because he is shooting two films back to back. The first one is about Jesus. I think it's called The Life of Jesus. And the second one is a Frank Sinatra biopic. So for the Life of Jesus movie, he's eyeing Andrew Garfield and Miles Teller. They are attached to be a part of the film. And production's going to be starting later this year. This guy wastes no time in terms of making movies. I think that's all he does. But they're going to be shooting in Israel, Italy, and Egypt. So, Nan, what are your thoughts on Andrew Garfield and Miles Teller being attached to this movie here? But there's just to note that no one is attached to play Jesus. They're just to be in the film right now. Who would you pick to be Jesus out of those two?
Andrew Garfield.
Andrew Garfield?
He's got that sort of Jesus-looking vibe to him, the tallness. We all know that he can grow out of bed. Mm-hmm. I think he'll be the Jesus in this film. But both castings, both actors are really, really good. So, yeah, I can't complain in regards to that. Two films back to back at the age of 81. Jesus, this guy must know that death is on his doorstep if he's trying to push out these kind of two movies.
Don't say that, man. Don't put that out there. I don't want to be in that reality. Okay, but yeah, the movie is apparently only going to be 80 minutes long. And it came... Yeah, really short film. And it came from when Martin Scorsese went into the Vatican. We've been there together, by the way. And he was told by the Pope to show us Jesus on screen. And apparently it just moved Martin Scorsese to a higher calling, is what it's been called. And yeah, now he's going to make the movie called Life of Jesus. Are you on board for this kind of movie?
Yeah, I will be. I mean, he's endorsed by the Pope himself, and the Pope is the biggest endorsement of Jesus ever. Mm-hmm. So the fact that the Pope told him to go out and make a Jesus film, Martin Scorsese has no choice but to. He's being told to make a film.
Yeah.
The fact that it's 80 minutes is nice, short and sweet. It'll be interesting to see what sort of direction it goes into. And this wouldn't be the first time that he's dabbled in religion as well. If I recall, he's done a couple of movies in the past about religion, so this would just be another one, so it's not completely new for him to tackle.
Yeah. One thing I hope that we get from this movie is it's accessible to, I guess, almost everybody, just because I think when you make a movie that's religious or highly religious, it's hard to, allow people to be absorbed in that kind of movie if they're not part of that religion. So yeah, I hope that he can make it a little bit accessible to everybody else and that people can kind of get something from it, even if they aren't that religion themselves. The only religious movie I've seen from Martin Scorsese was Silence, which actually starred Andrew Garfield. He had the big beard, he had, the Jesus-like long hair. So perhaps he could be the guy for it. That was a great movie, all about testing faith and stuff like that. Quite powerful when you dig a little deeper into the movie. But yeah, one that I think Martin Scorsese could really do. It could be, I don't know about his passion project, but one of his most important and personal movies to himself, which I think it's very important for a director of Scorsese's age and, I guess, caliber. I think every masterful director like himself need that kind of personal movie for them more than the audience. So I hope that's the one for him. But that's not the only news that we got, man. Two films back to back. So I assume the first one is going to be Life of Jesus, and then it's going to be the Frank Sinatra biopic. And so Leonardo DiCaprio, of course, he joins the Martin Scorsese movie. He's going to be playing Sinatra. Jennifer Lawrence attached star to it as well, which will be playing his wife, Ava Gardner. I don't know if you know much about Frank Sinatra. I certainly don't. But what are your thoughts on the film and the two stars attached to it?
Yeah, it's completely 180s compared to what we used to from Scorsese, religious film, then a biopic. So
it's so really different.
I told you, he's trying to push out as much as he can in different genres. So yeah, I don't know much about Frank Sinatra. I'm pretty sure he's a singer.
Yep.
Correct in saying that. Other than that, I can't recall a song. I might know a song of his if it played, but I can't tell you off the top of my head. Leo in it, of course. It's Scorsese's right-hand man. You know, like,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. If there was going to be a best man at Leonardo DiCaprio's wedding, if he ever gets married, then it's going to be a Scorsese for sure. That's how close those two guys are. And Jennifer Lawrence. That's pretty interesting. I don't know if the news about her and Leonardo and Timothy Chalamet on Don't Look Up was true or not, about how she said that it was like terrible working with them two. I don't know if it's true.
Really?
I don't know if it's true. I just saw something online and I saw it like more than like 3 times. So I was like, oh, this must be true. I don't know. I didn't actually click on the article to read if it was like because they were pranking or so much, or if it's like legit heat. But it can't be legit heat if she's attached to this with Leonardo DiCaprio. Otherwise, I'm pretty sure she would have said no.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's a fantastic actress, and I would like to see what Scorsese does with her as well.
Yeah, no, that one I would be quite excited for. Like you, I don't know much about Frank Sinatra. I'm going to have to do a little bit of research into him and see what, information or I guess what his life was about to really get kind of excited for this. I'm just going to be excited on the basis of this cast right here and the fact that it's Martin Scorsese directing it. That's enough to get me excited for a movie. But to get that little bit extra hype for something, I kind of got to have an interest in the subject matter as well. Similar to, how the Michael Jackson one's coming out, and I really want to see a Michael Jackson movie been done right, and we're about to get that. So we'll see when it comes around, but Scorsese confirmed back-to-back movies. That's exciting. That's exciting. And, Martin Scorsese, he's 81, man. I think we just have to really appreciate the limited time that he has and the movies that he's going to be pushing out as he enters historic and masterful run as a director. So sure. I'm all on board for this, man. And yeah, I hope that he can win another Best Director because he has less Oscar wins than Billie Eilish, which is an actual crime. That's criminal, man. Come on, like.
Yeah, but Billie Eilish is all for songs. Like, that's an easy category to win.
Nah, you still can't. You can't convince me.
Like, Scorsese is in more of a competitive, competition compared to Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish just needs to write and sing, and boom, she'll get an Oscar. Scorsese, he actually has decent competition. I mean, this year he had Christopher Nolan going head-to-head with him, so...
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I just hope that he can get something. All right, I am going to share my screen. We're moving on